Welcome back to another episode of ATD Garage. Today, I'm actually going to be revisiting the Honda CB360. It's been a while since I touched this last, but I've just kind of been tired of seeing it sit right here in the corner and waiting for the snow to go away on the ground because it snowed again. So I can sandblast more things without making a mess, so I can start putting this thing back together. So yeah, I dropped a wrist pin clip somewhere. We don't know if it's in the engine or not. It's definitely sat for a while and got a bunch of gunk and like dead flies and stuff built up on it. So we don't really know where it went. But I guess rather be safe than sorry. I guess we'll take this apart, unfortunately. This shouldn't be too bad, but I don't know. I'm just gonna try and avoid that, but it doesn't look like we have that option. But anyway, I just kind of got it moved over here. I think what I'm gonna start doing, I'm just gonna take the motor out of this thing, set it on a table, and start trying to crack this thing open and see what she's made of. All right, got that bolt out. Just took off this other motor mount bracket on the other side. Now we just got to look at taking these pegs off. There's a bolt here, or a nut bolt thing on the other side as well. So we'll take these off, and hopefully it should slide out one of these ways. That was easy. Alright, put it up on the table. Went around with a magnet and a flashlight and really looked in there just to see if I could find anything. Couldn't find anything. The only thing I did find was a piece of the gasket that apparently fell in there. So, I guess we'll just do a little show and tell and take her apart anyway. I went and got my little screwdriver, get her outer. Just took this off to see, but not much to see in there, so I'm just going to start with this one for some reason. I don't know why. Just felt like it. This is the best tool ever. There we go. Now we're clear. Alright, how's the starter chain slot? A little sloppy. Get this gasket off real quick. I'm going to clean this up, get this gasket off, and I'll be right back. Alright, got all the bolts out, set them over there in the corner. They all appear, just at a blind glance, to be sort of the same size. Little crack loose. Strong ass piece of freaking silicone over here or something. Strong piece of gasket. Yucky. Right, look at that sludge coming out of there. Alright, like I said, we'll start with this oil, or the clutch pack. Found this method seems to work good. Just give her a freaking whammy. Clutches, half of them, anyway. my dirty old snap ring pliers here. And it didn't go flying, so that's a success. Okay, so now we have to tackle the oil pump thing, which you gotta have a special tool to get off, apparently. I'm gonna try and make one out of a spark plug socket, or an old socket I got laying around. Alright, quick tip. Don't use these bolts, and don't try and hammer. Well, I mean, you can use these, but don't try and use the impact driver with them and a big hammer. That was not the way. I actually bent this one, so I gotta go to the store and get a new bolt for that. And then what you can do is you can either take like a penny, stick a penny in here between the gears here, which is probably a better option. To hold the gears straight, I'm just going to use a screwdriver for now. And it kind of jams it in there, and then you can use, see, if you just keep constant force on this, it'll, you see, the screw is really bent. Figured I'd use it because I have nothing to lose on it now. It's toast. And then you can use the screw to push off the oil filter doohickey, because she's in there quite tight. Right, this should now come off of there. And oh boy, there's a lot of shit in there. Is that all supposed to be like that? It's supposed to be clean? All that nastiness in there. I don't think that's supposed to be in there. Looks like maybe a bunch of frickin' engine material. So that's lovely. I don't know. I wouldn't think his in the video didn't look like that, and this is just absolutely caked. I wonder what all this is. Clutch material? We must stop there for now. What we're after is the little nut inside of here. Little nut. That guy right there. We gotta make a socket. You can buy them, but I'm gonna try and make one out of a spark plug socket that'll fit on that, so we can get that out of there. All right, we're back on day 2 of this little guy. I tried to make my own tool for this nut. Yeah, that one was too wide. I think I would have gotten it if I would have tried it, but I ended up ordering a tool for it. You see, I got it off right. I just want to make sure it worked. Here it is. Just this little tooth guy. Here is the part number for the tool I got. Motion Pro. You can see part number right here. So, got this off Amazon. You can search that up if you want to. Took this off. This is the oil housing. This just literally slid off. It went on there like that. And there's a little star thing in there. I'll clean out later when the time comes. For now, I'm just going to leave it. I'm going to put everything back in there. And yeah, now we can finally start digging a little deeper into this thing. Now, we can pull this flywheel. We can pull this thing off. See what's behind here. A lot of nothing. Cool. Look at the sludge coming out of it. Yep. This thing had some nasty oil in it. I would almost bet this is the original oil, because it was made in 75 and last registered in 78. Now there's no way they did 16,000 miles with the original oil. Maybe 2 oil changes. 2, 3. But still, not very many oil changes for how old this is. I mean, it is just goop. Got the box set up back and front of the motor. I am setting this as the back of the motor, and that is the front, this the left, and this the right. I'm just gonna start probably just taking these couple off here and setting them on the back, and then kind of just start going along. So yeah, that's how I'm gonna do it. We got a couple under there on the sides. Obviously, they're just the bigger ones. So like this, I don't think is a bolt that we would have to worry about, but we'll find out. Yeah, because it's all the way up here. I don't know, we'll find out, but definitely these. And then we got the crank bolts in the middle there. I'll take this wire harness off too. I think it'll probably come off of that one. So yeah, that's how we're gonna do that. Just gonna start at the bottom and work our way up. There we go. And this is gonna be it right here. Pray that no gears or nothing fall out that I can't see. Make sure the camera's going so I can catch anything. Indeed. All right. Screwdriver. Break this side loose. Down and hopefully find the clip. That was the that's the hope for this extravaganza. Okay, let's take the crankshaft out. If it'll, oh, it's heavy, very heavy. There's that piece of gasket I was talking about. Just chilling. No signs of it. There's kind of the splash. Oh. Aha. I see you. This wasn't for nothing. Thank God. Bingo. This freaking clip right here is the reason. Oh, I bet you I could have maybe seen that. Oh well. I didn't. But we found it. Found what we were looking for. So that gives me closure at least. We did this for something and not for nothing. So right there so it can fall in later. Cool. We split the motor part and we found the clip. What I do want to do though is try and get all the sludge out of it. I mean, there is a crap ton of sludge and just things in here. This is what she looks like in here. Pretty yucky. Lighting's not good, but it's black yuck oil, so definitely we'll tip it on its side, get some sort of oil deleter out in here and just clean her the heck out. Gotta clean out these oil passages. I think there was an oil passage somewhere on that we gotta clean up. I think it shoots oil through some of these holes. Obviously not those ones, but it shoots oil through some holes. All right, I'm back on the motor. I've done some work off camera. Got her all cleaned up best I could. I mean, not the best I could, but best I could for the amount of time I put in it. I didn't clean the dirt off on this side yet. I'm gonna do that kind of when everything's together, or just pressure wash it, just because I didn't really. It's pretty crappy weather, and it still is. You can hear it raining right now. Haven't had much time to clean this. I just want to get it going, like I said. So we'll worry about the engine case when it's kind of all together, because all of them need clean, so I might as well do it when it's all one piece anyway. So just gonna change all these seals out, I've removed most of the Honda bond or gasket maker, whatever you want to call it. Still a couple places I got to remove. But other than that, I've cleaned up everything. I've made sure the bearing holders are nice and cleaned up. I took the oil pickup tube out, got it all cleaned up. Oh, it's looking nice and good now. I took it out, put it in the ultrasonic cleaner. It came out nice. Don't lose this guy. I forgot where it came from. I had to watch the video I did earlier. But yeah, I think I'm gonna put this in. And we'll start changing these gaskets. I got a seal kit off of Amazon. They're just selling them through Amazon. They're not an Amazon brand or anything. I think I got them from not Common Motor, but the other one. Was it Year One maybe? They're a lot cheaper than the Common Motor one. So we'll see how they hold up. Got everything still sitting over here. Got to change out this seal here, and looks like this one. And yeah, a couple more, and we'll be done. It is finally time to set this bad boy together. I've got everything all set up there. Got all the gears cleaned out. Everything's clocked the correct way. I stuck the brand new timing chain just because I didn't want it to get all dirty as this kind of collected dust a little bit. I'll swatch it out when I'm ready. Let's just dangle in here so I can tie the new one onto that one. Yeah, here's another angle of it. Got everything cleaned up with the brake cleaner roughly, and then I came through with a tub of towel thing and scrubbed everything down. You can see we got a nice clean surface for everything to sit. So I think we are about ready to add some Permatex Ultra Gray here. This is the Honda Bond, according to the internet, substitute. So a couple people use Ultra Black, Ultra Gray. I'm just going to use Ultra Gray because I had that one sitting around. Go around every little area, go around the bolt holes and do all that fun stuff. It's definitely going to be a tedious process. Good Lord. It's going to be a tedious process getting around, covering those bolt holes. There was a little bit of gasket sealer there that I had cleaned off, so I guess if it leaks there, it's not too big of a deal. It's just kind of the return hole for the bearing. But anyway, I think we're ready. All right, 20-minute update. I did forget to add some there, which in hindsight thought I didn't need it, but I should have. So I just smeared some in there with my finger in hopes maybe it won't leak. I haven't tightened them down or anything. It's just sitting there, still a gap there. But I did try and fill it the best I could. I just smushed them in there and squeezed it with my finger to hopefully smash it in there. So I guess we'll see how that holds up. Hopefully it doesn't leak. All right, it is almost a year since the last clip that I filmed on this. It is February 12th, and the last clip was April of working on this. What happened is I put it all together and forgot the timing chain guide retainer deal. A little piece of metal back there. I forgot it. So the timing chain wouldn't tension, obviously. Luckily I realized that when I got it to this state, and I was like, God damn it. So I blew it back apart, and then it's kind of where I left it for almost a year. So we're back again. Got it back to this point. My Impala is gone. It was at the body shop, so I have all the time in the world to work on this, and that's kind of what the plan was. Is when the Impala was gone, I was going to work on this, and that time is now. test fit that earlier and it fucking slid right off. Alright, went ahead and re-ringed these pistons. Got some new rings on them. I took the wrist pins out of these two original pistons and put them in the newer ones. I didn't get new wrist pins. Didn't really think about that. So I just matched them so their wear pattern matched and wouldn't have any issues. This one's got dirt on it. How the hell did that even happen? I don't know. Also, don't try to remove piston rings with your hands or your fingers. It hurts a little bit. When you cut yourself, if you're skilled, you can just go. I am not skilled. Go. Piston number 2. And this is the whole reason I took this whole motor apart in the first place. Well, splitting the case anyway. Because one of these got dropped in there. Let's not do that again. It would be ideal. And just use a screwdriver. Oh dear. Made it look so easy the first time. There we go. Click. Now I'm going to make sure to clock these rings 120 degrees apart from each other. So one facing this way, basically, one freaking opposite. Not opposite. 120 degrees apart, what you want to do. Get the pistons all lubed up, got the rings lubed as well. Got cylinders nice and oiled as well. Got the chain through this wire here so I can go like this. Because that will be much easier. You know. So just play the game of how hard would this be? Aim you guys in the correct way. Got the cone shape of the cylinders lubed as well. There it goes. Now it's working. To apply some force. There we go. I think we're in. One piston's in. Both might be, I don't know. There we go. Yep, they are. Go. These rings are going to seat nicely. There we go. Look at that. Look at that. Alright, I picked up some valve lapping tools. And I just did the intake one. You can kind of see that nice silver ring right here where my fingernail is, if I block the light. These valve seats are pretty rough. And the valves. Yeah. Pitting and all of them. I'll be surprised if they seal. This one's toast. I think this is the one that was open. So we're gonna lap these because we're gonna need to if this thing's gonna seal. This cylinder's fine. I'm leaving this one alone. Like I said, I went ahead and did this one. You can see the difference on the valve. That light gray to dark gray transition. The light gray is what you want. The dark gray is what you don't. Well, it just means you've done it. And this one, you can tell kind of where it's been running, but not really, can see the remnants of the light gray. So, I'll put some oil down the valve guide tube. I'm gonna put some oil on this first, and then I will show you how to lap some valves. I get my valve screwdriver out, apply it to the screwdriver, and just apply it around the valve seat area. Stick her in. Take one of these valve tools. You want to push down, and as you push down, your hands will end up sliding down, and you reset. You just kind of do it over again. You just want to go like this. Spin the valve. You'll have to push on a little bit to get it to stick. You can hear that grittiness, and it should change to a lighter sound. There, it changed to that lighter sound. Then you'll pick up the valve, move it 90 degrees, and do it again, and it should sound different, and just keep doing that until it all sounds good. Right, you can't press too hard or the valve seats. If you don't press hard enough, it doesn't grip. Looks a lot better. Still some pitting. But I think that's as good as this valve's gonna get. Seat looks good as new as well. Still a little bit of pitting, but I don't know if we're gonna be able to get it any better, really. Alright, time to get some head. Put the head on. Got everything cleaned up, got the valves installed. That was fun, but we did it. I did it. Those are installed. We're good. Set the head on a little bit crooked and then pull the chain through. Alright, got that through. Let's install the head. That one's easy. And that there's a cylinder head. These guys all haven't been together for ages. Ages, I tell you. I'm gonna go put these two bolts in right here, and then get these torqued, and then clean up the camshaft, put the cam in, and then, well, first we gotta put the side cover on, then we can do the cam, because we gotta line up the thing with firing order and stuff. You know what I mean? Alright. Put the cam in. So you want to aim this specifically straight up and down. Just your local boom is all. Alright, we're done. Alright, got that in there. I just used a bigger C-clamp on that wall over there. Then mushroom those out so they won't come out anymore. Now I can stick this boyo down in there. So. And then we take this one and make sure your bolt is in fact loose down there. That one is. Find one of your bolts. Push it down. It'll be pretty difficult to do. Alright, try and plop this motor in there. Should be easy. Simply install motor. It's fine. be fine. What are we hung up on now? Motor mount. It's always the dang motor mounts. No matter what you're working on. I get caught up on the motor mounts. Yeah. Well, she's just gonna fall right into place now. There we go. Alright, it's got the sears off in the background, plugged into a battery charger, which is tending its battery, which is coming over here, jumper cable to this one to get it to work. So yeah, make sure we got power. We do got good power. Can't get the start button to work, so we're gonna see if it cranks over, see if we got compression. I put oil in it. It should be a neutral. Anyway, let's hook some power to it via a bolt or a wrench or something. See what we get. Get a revolution out of it or something. Ready? Ooh, the points are sparking. Means we got power to the coil. There's something going on. So that's good. Sounds good. See, we got compression. Alright. I'll hold it to me first so I can see it, obviously. Ooh. We got good compression. Look at that. Just under 100 and it blew my hand off. I don't know how to clear this gauge. But we got compression on that for sure. Let me push a little harder. So we got 120 on the right side. That's pretty friggin' mint. Oh, I know how to clear this gauge now. I just saw it. There we go. Let's check this side now. We got around 100 on this side, it looks like. Okay. Just under 100. That's for that wounded side. That had the valves that I lapped. I know, hopefully it comes back. Alright, done a couple things. Got a battery for it. I'm just going to keeping it on trickle charge just in case. Put the carburetors on, set the ignition according to Common Motors ways. He had that where he didn't adjust the thing, and I don't know, check that out if you want to watch it. But yeah, I got the carbs on, got the boots on. I got the correct spark plugs. These ones are actually long enough to actually reach. And yeah, spray some brake cleaner in it. And I also got the start button to work, so that's cool. Spray some juice in there. Close the choke a little bit to kind of keep it in there. See what happens. More choke. Oh, that was clicked. Hey, you're doing something. It runs. We have an idles a little bit on idles on fumes. Hell yeah. Alright, let me get the exhaust run. I still gotta put this clutch cover back on. I think I kind of want to put some more gas into it and actually get it to run on gas. But I think since it does start and run, I'll put these caps on the motor since we'll be done in here. I'll try and get a fuel tank rigged up. I think I can use that one, hopefully. But yeah, awesome. Okay, got fuel tank on. Surprisingly, there was nothing in the fuel tank. It wasn't all nasty. Grabbed some fuel line. The freaking petcock works somehow. You always hear the motorcycle people complaining about petcocks not working. This one just works completely fine. I made sure to empty the bowl out. The tank is leaking a little bit above it. We'll just pretend I didn't see that. It hasn't even dripped yet. It's a very slow leak. I got a little bit of air filter on, so it can run. I don't even know if they're adjusted correctly. It was just ran off brake clean. It was literally the first startup. So yeah, I guess let's see what happens. See what we got for choke. We are at full choke. Let's do no choke. Oh my god, the rust. That's all the way over there. Holy shit. That's a lot of damage. Here, take two. Almost. Pulled the bike outside and just want to show you the rust trail. The exhaust left. That's where it was sitting. Two exhaust pipes were sitting right here. And you know, all the way over freaking everything. So yeah, that's good. I'm gonna clean all this up now. It's a disaster in here. Alright, a couple weeks later, got some other random things taken care of. Got the lights working, blinkers working. Somebody's revving over there. Anyway, let's fire it up. I got it to idle now. Let's see what she sounds like. Working. That one's different. It's missing a plate. This one's louder. But yeah, it runs and drives. So that's cool. I think we're out of gas. Cool. All right, well, that'll do it for part 2. Yeah, hopefully I can get a title for it, because I would like to actually completely put it together and actually use it, because it does seem pretty fun, actually. I know the clutch is a little weak. Like in like second gear or something, I was going down there, and you crack the throttle, you can feel the clutch slip. So I need a clutch. It needs a master cylinder and probably a wheel cylinder. It needs rear brakes. The front pads look fine. These rear brakes are, the arrows are basically pointing at each other. Right here, there's supposed to be a little arrow there. You can't really see it, but basically that little notch and this, and those line up, your brakes are bad, and they're basically pointing at each other. And your rear brakes, definitely a paint job of some sort, new mufflers, whether the stock or the stock ones or some aftermarket ones. I removed this hideous thing. Probably take that off. I can't even use that. Like my feet, your foots go there, and it doesn't. I don't know. It's not comfortable, and then that spins because it's broke. It's just not. It ain't comfortable. So anyway, I think we'll leave it there. If you guys want to see any more of this, let me know. I don't really plan on doing too much on film unless we turn it into something or I do get a title for it. Then I'll go through, maybe do a paint job on it. I think it'd be fun to learn how to paint on this frame. I got a sandblaster, so we can sandblast that in like 2 seconds. We got a paint booth. Yeah, I just gotta get some real spark plug ends, because that's just squished with a spark plug on that side. Yeah, tires, obviously, we need tires, speedometer. There's a lot of money that you can just throw at this, and if I can't use it for anything, then what's the point? So yeah, that's where I'm leaving it. If you guys want a part 3, let me know. I'll do a part 3 of, I don't know, something. I'm sure I'll tinker with it eventually, but planning on getting that old green 4-wheeler going again that we killed a long time ago, the first year we started the channel, I think. So yeah, that's where I'm leaving it. Thank you guys for watching, and subscribe for more, and see you in the next one. Peace.